Let's take a look at number 2 from Workshop Together. I saw so many friends challenging themselves to use Make 10 accurately. Great work! Here are 2 ways that friends used Make 10 to solve 39 plus 6. Take a look at the student work and think, which student do I agree with? Student A's work or student B's work, and why? Think to yourself for a few more seconds. Great. Whose work do you agree with and why? Say your answers out loud. I'm hearing some different responses. I heard some friends say they agree with student A because they broke up 6 into 4 and 2, and 6 breaks up into 4 and 2. 4 plus 2 is 6. I heard some friends say they agree with student B because they broke up 6 into 1 and 5 because they needed 1 more to make the next 10. Interesting. Now what do you think? Which student's work is more accurate? If you said you agree with student B, you're correct. Nice job. What mistake did student A make? Say your answer out loud. That's exactly right. Student A broke 6 up into 4 and 2, but breaking it up in this way didn't help us get to the next 10 easily. Adding 39 and 4 is not super simple, and this friend made a mistake. 39 plus 4 is actually 43. When this friend went to break up 6, they did not think, how many more do I need to get to the next multiple of 10? Let's look at student B's work. Why is their work accurate? Say your answer out loud. Yes, that's right. This work is accurate because this friend chose to break up 6 in a way that helped them get to the next 10 easily. They knew they needed 1 more to get to 40, so they broke up 6 into 1 and 5. Nice work, team, catching that mistake. Today, as you use the strategy of Make 10, make sure that you're breaking up the part in a way that makes sense to you and helps you get to the next 10 easily. You can always ask yourself, how many more do I need to get to the next multiple of 10, which will help you figure out how to break up your part.